Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. Let me greet everybody real quick. Horten hardu gudag, ola oite bang, vossas los bonjour mes amis, kedabawani konnichiwa, ni hao ni ama, sani bonani, jampo habarigani, assalamu alaikum shalom, kumusaka, kumusapokayo, talafalava soy fua. Alright, and so let's just break this down real quick. This is about the 12-year-old. I'm going to put that in quotes, um, air quotes, that is, who wrecks home. And this is what many, this is plus, the plus into it, what many might miss. All right. For some of y'all that wonder why I don't jump off on stories real quick before I get up here, before I do a video on it, especially when y'all send stuff to me, is the main reason is I'm waiting for another shoe to drop. I'm waiting to get more detail. I'm waiting to see if the details that have been given are the only details that's given. All right. And there is some things that have been missed. All right. And just imagine what your thought was when you first heard the story and then what you missed. We'll get to that in a minute. But first, before we break that down, let me remind you to get those thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Even if you have subscribed, you know that YouTube shadow bans my channel, with the help of others. So y'all know what it is, right? If you care to donate to what I do in the community, y'all know that soon we're headed back to Brazil and we're taking stuff down there. And y'all know that, even here in the United States, this problem with people robbing and stealing from the children, stealing stuff from the children. But anyway, my Cash App and PayPal me will be in the description box if you care to donate. But always remember, you take care of home and family first before you donate to anyone. All right? But when you have that time, and you care about this cause, any donation will be appreciated. My email and TikTok address will also be in the description box. All right, so now let's break this down. All right, for those of you who don't know, this is the damage that have been left by the young boy. Now, I want you to pay attention to the power that this boy exerted over everything. All right. And as I was talking with my lady about this, one of the things that I wanted to talk about is the perception that women might have from this versus the perception that men have from this. All right. And one of the things that people don't understand is I grew up in a home like this that when I came to some strength, I wasn't taking any more beatings, especially for crap I didn't do, especially because my mom was mad at some other stuff. Y'all know we was in and out of orphanages by that time. Y'all know that I told the story before. I was a runaway to run away from them beatings, to run away from all that abuse. Yes, we got beatings, and we didn't call it spanking, right? But we're talking about a boy that grows up to be 6-something, 200 plus pounds. All right. And what is going on is that the primary thing that this son, this boy needed in his life, he was denied of by his mom, either by a choice or by his mom. And that was having a father in his life. And anytime a woman decides that she don't want the dude that gave her the seed, that produced the child, anytime a woman decides that, then she's deciding if she don't want that man that produced the seed in his life, then she's deciding she don't want fathers in the lives of children. And any surrogate, no stepfather mess. No. Stepfather only comes in for widows, all right, but not for somebody you got on child support and stuff like that. No, that's not what it's for. All right. And so it gets deeper than this. From her own words, I'm going to let her explain the stuff that's going on. And by some of the things she explains, you can tell it's deeper than what she's saying it is. All right, pay attention.
Know who it is. Okay, so now you know it's me. It's me. It's my son. It's my house. No, he's not 12. It wasn't over a cell phone. He's 15. He's 6 foot tall and he's 270 pounds. So no, I couldn't spank him. We try to clean up as much, but yeah, the damage is real. The window is still broken out. The marble is still broken. Not going away immediately.
All right, nothing's going away immediately. Period. Understand that. Now, there's more to this story. All right, so here's some of the things that were missed. The first thing is that this is what can happen in your home, women, when you rob your sons of fathers. We're not talking about the stepdaddies. We're not talking about the next boyfriends that come in. Sooner or later, it used to be much later where we as men start to recognize how horrible of a job our black moms did. Yeah, our mamas was black, right? Just like many of you women have brainwashed us to think that because it's a black woman, you can't say nothing against them about the evils that they've done to their children. No, when you talk about the family secrets, the only person's work that you trying to keep secret, the only person's wickedness or evil that you're trying to keep secret is the mother's. If the dad did so much as breathe wrong, everybody is outing him like, oh yeah, this, that, and the other. He's nothing. He was this. It's the first thing that moms teach their children is to despise their fathers. Period. It's the first thing that single mothers in many cases teach their children. They teach them to despise their fathers. They make the children the enemy of their fathers. And many of us fathers have experienced that. When you look at the child court systems, you see that. When you go and see custody battles, you see that the first thing that the mom tries to do is lie about the character of the father so that she can get custody, which she knows is going to be easy, and so she could get that money and have him restricted to a level. And so now that children are acting out like this, it should not be a surprise to anyone. I don't know why everyone is acting like this is a surprise. This happens more often than not. The only difference, and this is what people have missed, is a friend taped this and posted this. We didn't have the internet like this. I'm going to be honest. When I was younger, and I grew up in a Catholic orphanage, and I used to throw desks and chairs at the teacher. Why? I had anger issues. I threw the whole desk, the whole chair, because my anger issues were really that deep. All right. And fortunately, men helped me resolve my anger issues. Got into kung fu, got into boxing, got into art and science. Things that my mother could not teach me. Like most of these black women today can't teach their sons. They don't teach their daughters how even to be pretty. They teach their daughters to despise themselves, because that's what you do when you put weave and eyelashes on them. They see you go out and you are caked up looking like a clown. She don't recognize you. The only reason she knows is you, for the women that do this, is that she saw you as you were transforming right before her eyes. But if we would tell the truth, most of us understand what this boy's got. He don't have mental issues. He has anger issues. And who he's angry at is mama. That's what's going on here. Let me break it down a little more. All right. Y'all remember the movie Robocop, right? How he was programmed, like we are programmed, that we couldn't do anything to the people that made us and that programmed us. And that's the same programming that that our mamas did. Now, we was talking about something about programming. Hey, babe. When I mentioned Robocop, what was you saying? Oh, Stockholm Syndrome. Okay. Here's the difference between Stockholm Syndrome and Robocop. Stockholm Syndrome, right? You see the evil. Some of us have it. You see the evil. But then you start to love the evil, right? He didn't have that. You start to care for the evil, and you start to treat the evil, the person that's doing you evil, with respect, thinking that yeah, this is normal, right? But that's Stockholm Syndrome. The reason why I use Robocop, because he was programmed, he knew what the evil was. All right. When he came in at the end, we're talking about the first movie. When he came in at the end and put his thing in a computer and showed the file, he couldn't do anything about the evil. He did everything to everything else, the Ed 209, right? But he couldn't do anything about the evil because he was programmed that you cannot bring any harm or bringing any guilt or arrest or hold accountable anyone that's programmed you, right? Which was any of the superiors that were responsible for making him. And then as he put the thing up in there, remember that the guy attacked the head man, the CEO, and he threatened him. And then the head man, thinking wisely, he said, "You're fired." And as soon as he fired him, it got rid of that transmission, that law, that rule, and now he could arrest the dude because he no longer worked for the company. These black women are like this. They work for the company of the Democrats, the left, the system, the wicked part side of the government. All right? And what's happening is these children are acting out, but that they have that programming, and because she works for the system, you can't do anything against them. And so in a fit of rage, he does everything to everything else in his sight, understanding that his mom was the problem. That's what people may have missed. And we'll never know that for sure, because the mom will say he has mental issues, and he does not. Anger issues, right? And his mom is the one that's causing him pain, probably. All right, it's my opinion because I've been through some stuff like this. I felt angry enough to destroy property because my programming said I couldn't do anything about the people that was causing me the harm. All right. When this woman said that she was going through this for 15 years, that was some BS. 15 years. So he was destroying stuff like this as a baby. Y'all think about it. With that said, I'm out. thing y'all miss is this, y'all thought this dude was 12 because people came out with the quickness. The same way y'all come out and jump all over this without really doing further examination. Turns out the dude was 15, according to his mother. But everybody jumped the gun and have a 12-year-old, 12-year-old. That's why I put it in the title. Because I wanted to let y'all know that that's what the other thing that was missed. He wasn't 12, he was 15. So, with that said, I'm saying that we need to let these women hit the wall until we understand that they are suitable to be mothers and understand the worth of a father. All right? And relish the worth of a father. If they think they don't need no man, then we don't need to be messing with them. Stop putting your seed in these women that aren't worth the time of day. All right? If she don't have respect for men and fatherhood, then she's not worth the time of day. With that said, I'm out.